Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for clicking on 5 News Web News. It's Tuesday, May 28th. I'm Brittany Hoke.
And I'm Matt Heckel, and here are some of the day's top stories we've been following here on 5 News. A Marion County home caught fire last night.
And crews are trying to figure out exactly how it started. Firefighters were called out to this house on Ices Run Road outside of Barrickville at around 7 o'clock last night. They think that fire started on an exterior wall of the home. Luckily, though, nobody who lived in that home was hurt. And an apartment in Clarksburg caught fire early yesterday morning. It happened just after midnight on Holden Street. No one was home at the top apartment, but there were people home on the bottom apartment at the time of that fire. Luckily, nobody was hurt. Investigators said that it doesn't seem suspicious, but the city fire inspector has been called in to investigate. Be sure to stay with 5 News for the latest on these investigations.
Well, we're also working to get updates on the aftermath of a pair of accidents on our area roads over the Memorial Day weekend. First, Tanya Smith had to be flown to the hospital after crashing her car into a ditch. Smith was driving on Route 20 around 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon when she apparently went airborne after hitting a pipe on Camp Run Road in Wallace. A passenger was also in the car at the time, but is expected to be okay. Meanwhile, another accident to tell you about in Harrison County. This time, a man was apparently hit by a car Saturday night. He has since been released from the hospital, but still no confirmation on exactly what happened. Witnesses say they saw 2 men fighting in a car. They said when the passenger got out, that's when the driver backed up into the man. After that, he put his car in drive, hit another car, then fled the scene. Again, stay with 5 News for the latest on both of those accidents.
And a man is still missing after jumping into a river in Mon County to try and get away from police early Sunday morning. A domestic incident was called into police from an area along the Monongahela River. When police arrived on scene, 3 people were on the bank and 1 jumped in and started to swim. Police lost sight of that man, but said there is a slim chance that the suspect made it to the other side. Officers didn't have any information about the man who jumped into the river. If you have any information, call State Police at 285-3200.
And a man who stole a Jeep and led police on a chase through Clarksburg this weekend has been arrested. Officers say this man, 18-year-old Timothy Aaron Rife, was apparently driving the wrong way on Main Street. When they arrived on scene, Rife supposedly fled but lost control of the Jeep and crashed into another car as well as a police cruiser. But the chase wasn't over then. That's when he allegedly fled on foot. Officers were able to catch up with him a few minutes later, and that is when he was arrested. Well, yesterday was Memorial Day, and people all across the country were honoring those who made the ultimate sacrifice in serving their country.
That's right. Over in Randolph County, the All Veterans Memorial was the site of a ceremony honoring those fallen soldiers. They had members of every branch of the military there. The annual ceremony featured the traditional lowering of the flag, followed by taps. The guest speaker at the event was a Coast Guardsman who has served for several decades of the members of the American Legion, organized the event to make sure that everyone has the chance to remember what the day was all about.
It's very important to us because we fought for our country, for our freedom in our United States. And if we can't remember our fallen veterans, you know, who else is going to do that? We want to thank them for giving the ultimate sacrifice, and this is our way of showing that to them.
And members of the American Legion and the Ladies Auxiliary placed wreaths at the memorial to commemorate the ones we've lost.
All right, let's take a quick look at what our newsroom's working on for tonight from First at 5 and 5 News at 6. First up, are too many kids being diagnosed with ADHD? We're going to tell you why one doctor says yes.
And credit scores. Do you know what yours is? And we're going to tell you why they're so important and how you can find your number. Plus, Wicked Warm-Up. That starts today. You're going to find out how hot we're going to get this week in your First Alert forecast. Coming up tonight on First at 5 and 5 News at 6.
Like the sound of that Wicked Warm-Up.
I know, I like that. I wrote that.
Very good.
I was proud of it.
I give you 2 thumbs up on that one. Hey, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you back here tonight for First at 5 and 5 News at 6. Until then.
Have a great day, everybody.